So, we're out here in the wildlands, and I know we got a storm rolling in today, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a little video about my tarp setup. I do tarp rigging a little bit different than most people. I use bungees and S-beaners to put my tarp up. A little bit easier than knots and rope and that, especially if you have somebody inexperienced helping you set the tarp up. So I have my mech silicone guide tarp, trusty tarp, had it for a while, good tarp, like it. It's about 10 by 12, and the bungees I use on it are about 1/4 inch, 5/16 bungee, something like that. Nice and stretchy, strong. You can use a smaller bungee if you use a smaller tarp, but that's about the minimum I can get away with on my tarp. And some of the advantages of the bungee is that it doesn't tie itself in knots like rope does, so you can literally just stuff it in the bag and it just comes out clean like that. I'll show you the S-beaners I use. Little S-beaners like that. This knot's coming a little loose. Hey, get back here. Nona's trying to help. She's not being very helpful though. Tarp's a little wet from the last time I used it. I should have dried it out, but it's lazy. Hey, off the tarp. See what I mean? Not being very helpful. Beaners just clip on, super easy, except for when you have a dog helping you. Probably gonna need a second one to reach that. Steal this one for now. Sort it out later. The little S-beaners work great. You can either just wrap it around, clip, or they clip to themselves pretty nice. That's the easiest way to go, I find. Something like that. Super easy to take apart, easier than undoing a knot. No, we don't chew the bungee. And then, paddle comes in handy sometimes. You can prop up the middle of it, make it a little bit higher if you want. Like that. So my paddle has a nifty little hook in it. That hooks onto the bungee. Just perfect. You can set it up like that. Another advantage of the bungee is, say the wind starts blowing really hard from one way. Instead of retying the whole thing, I can just grab a rock like so, set it on the bungee. And it cuts down the wind, say it's coming from that direction. Easier than redoing your whole setup with ropes and that. And I like the fact that the bungees take some of the shock out when you get big gusts of wind and all that. The bungee just absorbs some of the pull on the tarp and doesn't stress the tarp so much. Could be part of the reason this tarp's lasted me so long. So I had this tarp for like 6 years, something like that. And it's still going strong. No complaints with that. I have the other mech guide tarp. I actually don't know if they make either of them anymore, but they were good tarps. I like them.